We can pay you, Caleb. We'll be able to pay you then. We don't want to be those. We don't want to be those people that don't pay their bills, right?
I don't want you.
Yeah.
I want better for you. I want you to be a better person.
Yeah.
My name is Caleb Woodard, and I am a custom furniture maker here working on the Shaw Bijou. The way that our projects normally work, and I've worked with Kelly now for probably 10 years, is he usually brings together the larger vision of the project, the design, the space layout, things like that, and gives it to me to design the furniture. So it's been a pretty awesome collaboration now for all these years because I get just about free reign on everything I'm doing. So I'm just encouraged to be creative, encouraged to think of new things. It's a pretty awesome opportunity. So the Shaw Bijou project is without a doubt the most exciting, comprehensive, stressful, energizing, exciting project I've ever done. The ability to make a space and make just about every single element in it, I really believe comes along just a few times in your life, and this one's exciting. To be able to make everything from cabinetry to chairs to lighting to some serving pieces, it's incredibly exciting, and to be able to have all this creative freedom, to me is just, this is special. This is very special. When we first started talking about this project, it kind of evolved as we moved along. But one of the things that Kelly and I discussed was that we had this really golden opportunity to try to do some things that no one else had ever done before, and that was to make just about every element in the space and do something different on each one of those elements. So we went through and started to think about how everybody interacts with everything you walk in and see. We talked about how we didn't want to assemble pieces that we found online. We'd seen in a space, it looked good there. Every single thing we looked at it and thought, we could make that. We could make something different. We could make something no one has seen before. And really try to give people this amazing experience when they walk in, to not just appreciate the food, but appreciate the entire package, which is the experience of when you go out to eat.
There's 2 ceiling lights in here.
2 ceiling lights. We are going with a small bench here.
Or 3 ceiling lights, rather.
3 ceiling lights.
There's probably going to be a small bench here, and
are we going to cover up the gas?
yeah, we're going to do some sort of like box-in thing. Well, I don't know what the gas is going to look like yet, so we haven't decided.
Do they heavy up?
So we need to.
All right.
But that will be one of the few areas we have for umbrellas. So we're going to have to take that.
Always get the umbrellas. All right, so we got our closet goes
here.
here.
Accoutrements, son.
Accoutrements.
Think about the accoutrements.
We've got our closet here, 3 doors, space for hats and scarves, mitts, things like that for the winter season. You
Nice
walk
size
in,
closet.
we've got the discreet but hand carved hostess stand is going to go right here.
Yeah, tucked in the corner. We don't want to see it, although I know your carving is beautiful.
Yeah, I want to see it.
We don't want to hide
You
it.
may not want to see
And
it. I
then-
want to see it. All right, so laptop goes in the top or iPad
Right.
goes in the top. Thin drawer.
Lamp.
Yep.
Stand. Give me a little
Small lamp on top
little
and
stone
business
lamp on
card
there.
holder. Right here we've got our big 3-foot carved light fixture, which just it is gonna be basically going kind of right almost on these joists to hang up this high. So it'll hang about 8 foot at the bottom of it.
Yeah, except for over here where that fixture is.
Yes. Yes, right there where the bulb is.
Whatever the bulb is. Make sure you point to it with that ruler.
Right there.
Okay.
Right there is where we're
So, 'cause
thinking.
no one would know otherwise.
All right. Art lights coming down, the big carved doors, beckoning you to come in, but no, you can't yet.
Yes.
Upstairs you go.
There's a rubric to follow here.
So we have our big double carved mahogany doors to there, but you are led upstairs. Let's go upstairs.
The lounge.
Let's climb over some temporary
I can do that.
scaffolding. We get upstairs, we have our service cabinet here. We have upper above it. We have our ceiling medallion, large with pendant lights.
Shit, I always
pendant
forget
lights
about
coming
that
down.
ceiling medallion.
Yep. It's gonna be about 3 foot diameter, right? Is that what we're thinking?
Something like that. We now need to.
Probably.
Yeah, something like that. It needs to be big. It needs to have impact, like right here.
It needs to draw you up the steps. 8 to 10 pendants hanging from it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
Alright.
I need to be able to like shift that just this way ever so slightly, because with the cabinets and stuff, I want it to push out. So we need to be able to
Well,
offset that.
You know how far it is off the wall?
Well, it looks like about 3 feet.
I'm gonna say they did off 42, 3.5. We got our cabinet in at 12.
Just to prove me wrong.
Yeah, just prove you're wrong because you were wrong. So,
I don't know. I'm thinking about everything, Woodard. Thinking about all the details.
anywho's, they come upstairs. Our bar top is yet to build.
So right here, I'm thinking some pattern floor, and then contrasting the pattern on the step, so you know it's a step.
Did you pick out the carpet yet?
No, I've not picked up the carpet. So we are we're getting mud as we speak. So drywall is up. We've got some spots that are open. That means that wood is covering them. If you see drywall that's open, wood's covering it. So guys are mudding as we speak. They should be done by the end of this week.
Yep.
And then we're ready for paint.
Logs are really starting to pop now that we've got finished material on the walls. So you can actually notice it more against the finished surface of the drywall, which is really pretty neat.
I like it. To the concept of the bar that I caught you talking about, the drinks here are nothing. There's nothing new or like completely reimagined. It's just execution on the top level of every classic.
So my name is Ben Long, and I am the bar director here at Shaw Bijou. I have been bartending for about 10 years in Washington, D.C. and New York, and I left for New York for about 5 years to work under a man named Sasha Petrosky, who was the founder and owner of Milk and Honey, one of the most important and relevant cocktail bars in modern New York City. So at Milk and Honey, he had a club, essentially, which was kind of a secret, a speakeasy in a way, that started in 2000. And basically you had to be a member to come in and enjoy. And so this opportunity at Shaw Bijou is an opportunity to do something along the lines of my mentor's famous bar. And I'm excited about it. Cocktails are a simple thing. Many people, I think, make the mistake, and my mentor always pointed out, that cocktails are art. They aren't. They're simple. In life, if food is complicated, cocktails are the salt. They're quick, they're easy, they're wistful. And so what excites me about cocktails is how complicated something simple can be. At Shaw Bijou, we pay attention to measuring how cold things get and understanding how ice plays a role in getting things cold. We pay attention to water content, alcohol by volume percentages. We pay attention to the size of our glassware so everything looks proper, which means that we have to know how big our cocktail is going to be when it goes in the glass every time. We are more, rather than being an artist, we are more about being a carpenter. We measure accurately, we get things cold, and we do it 300 times a night, doing the same thing. Rather than doing something creative, we're doing the same thing over and over again. So at Shaw Bijou, our goal is to let the guests tell us what they want, and then we kind of craft a cocktail to what they want. And we don't just craft it willy-nilly. What we're going to do is get the glass cold with liquid nitrogen, and we're going to shake with large ice to get froth and texture on a drink. And we're going to make sure it's at the proper dilution, so that it tastes proper and balanced. So what drives us here at the Shaw Bijou is really making the most perfect cocktail without trying to reinvent the wheel. We're definitely going to have a few cocktails that are originals, but we're not driven by that. We're here to do the classics the best we know how, and that's really what drives us, making something simple really, really well. So Blackberry Fix, one less of those. We're going to do a London Made, which is just a little cucumber and mint. Sorry. Here we go. Then we're going to do a daiquiri, And then let's do like a Campari daiquiri. Just mess around. So this is the Mr. Potato Head I was talking about. Really easy to like just subtract a little rum out of something and add a little Campari and you got a whole new drink. But it's not a creative thing, it's just making drinks the way they're supposed to be made.
I love when people who are super talented at something like downplay every little thing. You know,
When we pour drinks, we're pouring in order of, we go citrus, then sugar, and then booze. Usually modifying spirits first like this or vermouth, and then we would move into your booze. But if I've already poured 1.5 ounces of gin, I'll just do this and then use a new jigger. And so this is part of our order of operations, or like basically the way, that's how we make drinks efficiently. We only pick things up one time. So when you go to other cocktail bars, you'll see they're figured out. They figured out juice, right? They figured out how to shake. They might even have figured out ice. They probably not figured out is how to make 4 drinks at once and just go lime, lime, lemon, lemon, syrup, 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 right? Booze, booze, pick up your other booze, 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 Campari, and then you're done. That's the quickest way to do it. So I'm gonna throw in that Campari drink, just an orange. Try to bring out a little of the Campari. We muddled the mint and cucumber gently, but the ice is gonna do a lot of that work. This is just our aged rum daiquiri, and then we got our fix, which has the blackberries in it. Fixes are called fixes because they're just really easy to make. I have a crushed ice drink, which is gonna give me a little trouble because it's gonna melt quickly, especially since it's been sitting in that tin for a second. And then I have a couple shaken up drinks, this daiquiri, right? They're not on ice, so that's gonna also be a problem. So the one I'm gonna shake first is this drink here, which is just the, it's gonna be down on the rock, the London made. So it lasts longer. So that's what we'll shake first. Swap these. We call that durability in a drink. That's also part of the operation. And then we control how long we shake. If we have a shaken down drink, we don't shake very long. We want to get that nice froth on the drink, but we don't want to go crazy waiting what we're now doing. You don't want that ice to work too hard on it because it's going to be sitting on ice the whole time. So let me garnish that. A couple of these. Pop that through. All right, here's one drink. So that's the, if we're using rum, it's a Dominican made. If we were using gin, we would call it the London made. Mm-hmm. Prep ice for the next 2 drinks.
Should we do little ice carriers?
Because I was hunting down a Hawthorne strainer, I didn't get the froth on that as I wanted. So if I had my strainers out, it would have had a nice froth on top of the drink, which is what we're always gunning for. So
Where does the bow go?
bow tie right around my neck. What, you want me to put on right now?
I do.
Let's do this.
To you That's a dangerous drink because it doesn't taste boozy.
The blackberry one?
Yeah.
Okay.
None of them do.
Okay. I like what you're working with.
Nailed these. You nailed these. This one's
And what's missing here is actually the liquid nitrogen, which will chill all
To
those
chill
clouds.
that.
None of them have like that boozy tang at the end that makes you go, I gotta be careful, you know. It's weird.
That's
how you got away with that.
because it's the alcohol by volume, right? So,
Yeah,
you,
so
this
you're
guy
not
works
using
in
like
percentages
anything
of-
past 85, 88-ish, what,
So,
somewhere in there.
What we try and do is get the finished product for a shaken up drink like these. We want between 17.5 and 22.5% alcohol by volume. Now, you kind of just have to memorize what that means and use consistent spirits. So what we want to do is use something around 90 proof to make it easy on bartenders, and then we're going to be like, okay, here's your wash line. For a properly 17.5 to 22.5, your wash line's going to be right up in here. That means where the drink comes up on the side of the glass.
the wash line.
Yeah, and we train their eye, right? Then they taste, what they see is wash line, they taste and they're like, it's good, wash line's good, I'm all right. Now let's say the wash line was high and you taste, but the drink is good. What do you think that means? How did you screw up? Your wash line's too high, the drink tastes fine.
Put too much juice.
It's watered
You
down.
over-measured somewhere, but you over-measured consistently. You can serve that drink. Now let's say you see the wash line is right on, you taste it and it's watery. What does that mean?
Too much ice.
Too much ice, you shook too long, but on top of that, you had a short
didn't
wash
put-
line.
didn't put enough booze.
You didn't measure right either. You probably left something out.
Yeah.
So by tasting, we aren't just saying, that's good, there you go, you're welcome. What we're doing is trying to figure out how to keep micro improving our drinks. Now hopefully we're not in a situation where we have a low wash line and the drink is watery. That's a nightmare, because we have to throw that out.
Yeah.
But hopefully we're in a situation where wash line is a little high and we're just like, I just gotta watch my pores. Or let's say the drink was just, wash line was a little high and it was a little too watery. Okay, next time we're gonna dial that back, that shake.
Yeah.
So it's a constant adjustment every time you're working.
Caleb, can I ask you a question?
Ask me a question.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Ask it.
What is it like to work with the Kelly Gorsuch?
You know, honestly, all right. I honestly feel like I should not answer that question when you're here, because I feel like I can be more flattering if you're not here.
So stay on the other
choose
side of the glass. It's like stand on the wall and you can be in the background.
I'm gonna be standing in the bathroom for the next 4.5 minutes.
So,
Go step outside.
No way.
No, just do it.
so what is it
This
like
is
to
gonna
work
be good.
with Kelly? Now that it's been going on for 10 years, hands down, best collaboration I've ever had. There is, normally when you're a maker and you're doing custom work, things like that, you run into a lot of unknown with personality types, with expectations, with design visions, things like that. When you meet someone that has kind of a kindred soul as far as what you want to achieve in a space, what you want to achieve, the spirit of something that you've made, it's a pretty rare and special thing. And I can honestly say that if I was only working with Kelly for the rest of my life, I'd be a happy man. Because it's always exciting. We're always excited about the next thing. There's always a joy in coming up with something different, and that's a rare, special thing. Make him cry? Should I tell him the story about me almost losing my eyesight?
Yeah.
Halfway through the project?
Yeah. That would make me cry.
That would make you cry? That'll make anybody cry.
Dude, that would make me cry.
If it would have happened, I would have cried.
Yeah.
Well, how's it, you're 60%?
Like if I look at you guys are just, I can see you, but you're blurred all around, everything like that.
What happened? I don't know the story.
My eye got infected, and are you filming right now? So about a third of the way in this project, my eye got infected, and over the course of a weekend, I lost 60% of my cornea. And there was talk immediately that they might have to remove my right eye, which is pretty important to somebody who makes things for a living and whose kind of entire identity revolves around making things for a living. It's what you feel that you've been made to do. Luckily, they were able to stop the infection and, restore some of the vision in the right eye. Depth perception's kind of been coming back slow, but it was. I would say it was the most sobering experience of my life that I might go blind in one eye. Kelly would call me every single day and ask how I was doing. He'd want to know when my next appointment was and how it went. And that's just friendship. Yeah.
14 Jet.
Hey, quick question. Did you account when you get, I don't remember the measurements of these uppers. Did you account that bulkhead?
Yeah. Brilliant.
I mean, otherwise we got cabinets and I'm running into this.
No, man, I think about everything.
All right.
Got that on camera for you, Kelly. Don't you worry.
Cabinets,
Yes.
we accounted for that?
Here we go.
We did.
Backpacking.
As far as I know, we did.
That never happens like that, okay? That's usually where I'm dead wrong.
What, accounting for the chase?
Right, well, we asked.
I'm pretty sure we went to here. This is where you stopped.
No, I went all the way up. I went all the way up.
So then you fucked up.
I didn't do anything. I am safe here. Here, give me that.
Then no, you're not.
What did you make it?
You're 8 inches.
I don't remember, but
Did you make these already?
it's 42 1/4, and I thought they were both bigger than that. I might be wrong.
You're probably
I have
right.
to go back and
'cause
measure.
I think they were 3 foot.
No,
They're not.
they're big. I'll measure when I get back.
But that was there the whole time.
This has been here.
Here's what I do
That's why I
know.
say
You had two
measured
different
to
heights
this.
on them. You had two different heights for whatever reason. We'll find out when I get back.
If I had 2 different heights, that's why.
This has been here for 4 months. So why you would have measured without it, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't give that to you that long ago.
All right.
I'm still not right. I'm still maybe right.
So back to this.
No, Caleb.
K-Dog.
I don't want to talk about it.
You can't avoid hitting a heat lamp on this fence. This side?
We're not avoiding it. We're doing it. Heat lamp's happening.
We're making it happen.
We're gonna make it happen. All you gotta say is, I need it. It needs to happen.
It's America. I
It's
deserve it.
America
Making
capitulating to my request.
He ended up making a walk-in that fit in the basement. So
Yeah. I was like, don't tell me we can't do this, dude. It's America. I can have anything made
it's
in
the
this country.
funniest conversation ever.
It's like, I don't need to hear why it can't happen. I'm telling you what we have. Make it happen. And the guy was like,
Which,
okay.
speaking of Kelly,
in parts and